What's up, everyone? It's time for the Monday Night Raw review for November the 2nd. Raw equals no good, and Sharon and Ozzy Osbourne host the show.
Who's pissed? Who's pissed on my fucking carpet? That bastard fucking dog, man. I'm gonna throw it in the fucking pool. Where are you? Get the fuck out of my house, you fucking... Get the fuck out. Go on, get the fuck out. It's that fucking terrorist. It's fucking part of Bin Laden's gang. Why did they do it, Sharon? What's the deal, man?
They like pissing on fucking antique rugs. What can I
It's
tell you?
like a fucking Alibaba used to go to work on this fucking rug. I mean, that fucking thing comes in and it takes a massive piss. It's done like a little squirt, a little dog. He must have a fucking extra tank in his house.
The review starts right now.
I gotta roll the dice, never look back and never think twice. Whoa, I'll never give in. Whoa, I'll never give up.
How would I get upside down? What's up, everyone? I want to start off by saying thank you to all my subscribers, everyone who's rated and commented my video. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Alright, we're going to start the show off. The show starts off, I should say, with Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne coming down to the ring to Ozzy's Crazy Train. And over the course of 15 minutes, The Miz, Legacy, and DX get into the ring to make a long story short. And basically, Ozzy and Sharon go back and forth with the heels, and DX goes back and forth with the heels. It ends with both Sharon and Ozzy making matches for the night. Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton, and John Cena versus Chris Jericho versus Big Show in a triple threat match. Let me start off by saying real quick that the idea of Ozzy and Sharon hosting sounded good, but it really wasn't implemented that well. I mean, these guys probably don't really watch wrestling that often, and so that's not really their fault, but they just botched name. We had Kobe Kingston in there, and then we had what was the other one? I can't think of the other one. What was the other one? We had Evan Braun. So it was just like, I mean, I'm not blaming them for botching the names, but still, it's kind of like throughout the whole night, really, it seemed it was an awkward feeling having them host. Alright, first match of the night, let's get on to it. The Miz versus Evan Bourne. Short match, wasn't much to it. A couple of nice moves here and there, some 2 counts in there. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a 2.5 out of 5. Then we have Snow White, aka Sheamus, versus Jamie Noble, and basically it was a squash, but it ended kind of weird where Sheamus actually powerbombed, and this is the first person that I've ever seen really get powerbombed like this on the mat, like on the outside of the mat. So the match ends. Let me be honest, I fell asleep at the beginning of the match. I did, but when I woke up, it was at the end of the match, so it wasn't really a long sleep. And yeah, so Jamie Noble just got destroyed onto the outside mat, but it doesn't really affect me. I still can't stand Sheamus. Sorry. Alright, next we have Randy Orton versus Kofi Kingston. They're about to have the match. The match started, and then Legacy came out, and Legacy surrounded the ring with Kofi Kingston inside. Sharon and Ozzy Osbourne come on the screen and say this is now a 6-man tag match. Mark Henry, MVP, and Kofi Kingston versus Legacy, including Randy Orton as well. This match was, wasn't. I mean, we've seen these guys in the ring so many times. I mean, it's just as far as Mark Henry MVP versus Legacy go, and then Randy Orton. I just can't stand Randy Orton. He's just slow and lethargic, and he's just. But either way, the winner is MVP Mark Henry and Kofi Kingston. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that match a 3 out of 5. Because there was some, it was watchable, but you know, I'm just getting tired of seeing some of these guys in the ring with each other. Next segment was WWE's very own Raw's Got Talent, and let me tell you, this was the show stealer. It was absolutely amazing. You can tell how serious I am. Alright, so we had Ozzy, Sharon, and of all people, the Great Khali judging the show. And so first we have Santino Marella coming out and doing this, this usual Santino thing. He bites the head off of, Batman. It wasn't really funny. It's one of those segments where Santino wasn't funny, but he wasn't given that much time anyway. Then we have Chris Masters doing this peck hopping thing. That was kind of funny at first and kind of disturbing after a while. Let's go on. Let's move along. Next, we have Chavo Guerrero and Jillian Hall coming out to sing one of Ozzy's song, and then it all ends up with Jillian being slapped in the ring, and then Chavo getting a weak ass karate chop by the Great Khali, and then Hornswoggle comes out and does his little splash. It was just, I cannot believe WWE wasted time on that. That was the ultimate. It was just not funny at all. It was just stupid and plain old waste of time. But that's what Raw is good for. It's good for wasting time. Alright, anyway. Alright, we got the Divas title, number one contender, Battle Royal. We have Eve, Gail Kim, Alicia Fox, Kelly Kelly, the Bella Twins, and they're all in the ring for a chance at Melina's belt. And the winner is Alicia Fox. I'm going to give this match a 2 out of 5 because there were so many divas in the ring. But really, I don't know why I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5. Really, I wasn't really paying attention much to the match, because all those divas were in the ring. But seriously though, the match, not that good. But what else do you expect from the divas? But it was serviceable. Alright, then we have a backstage segment with Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne. And we have Chris Jericho coming in also. Pointless. Simply pointless. Nothing developed from this backstage segment at all. And it was just another waste of time. Everything on Raw seemed like a waste of time. It didn't build to anything bigger. It was just come on, WWE, you gotta do better than this. We're heading to Survivor Series, which I'm gonna be at, and I'll be damned if I paid my money to see some shit. So you better get it together. Okay, then we get a backstage segment with DX, John Cena, and Hornswoggle. There's some funny stuff in there, like some of the funny stuff where John Cena had a sexual innuendo with DX, saying that they beat each other all the time, and then the Bella Twins heard that and walked away. But really, it doesn't make sense that they would be kind of upset that the Bella Twins walked away. They're all married. Alright, so the final match of the night is John Cena versus Chris Jericho versus Big Show. The match, I couldn't personally, I don't know about you guys, but I couldn't focus on the match because DX was commentating the whole way through, just non-stop. It was funny how they're exposing the banter in the headsets, how they were counting down for Cole to send to commercial break, and then they did the re-entry. They called it the re-entry, which is bringing the show back and updating everyone what's happening after commercial breaks, and really just, it was kind of funny how they were exposing all that information. But the match, it was okay. Started off kind of weak, got a little better, but not much. But as I said, it was kind of hard for me to focus on the show because DX was so much, it was like they were in your ear just nagging. I mean, some of the stuff was funny, but it was just like, I can't focus on the match because of all the stuff. It was just weird. But I'm going to go ahead and give it a 3 out of 5 because it was, Chris Jericho won anyway. It was something. I don't know what it was. It was just another waste of time. Let me tell you also why it was a waste of time is because DX came in and basically Big Show and Chris Jericho knocked DX out, and I was thinking perfect time, since they didn't start on SmackDown, perfect time for them to start the World Heavyweight title rivalry so Undertaker can come out. It was perfect. They were standing in a ring, lights could have went out, Undertaker could have came out. None of that happened. It was just so weak. Survivor Series build-up is not really taking into effect yet. Overall, the show is terrible again. It's just an unfocused show. Nothing wasn't going in one direction. It was just this, and a lot of the stuff was for no reason at all. Ozzy and Sharon, bless their hearts, although they were, they had the best intentions, weren't that great of hosts. And yeah, so hopefully we'll get a better Friday Night SmackDown. Also, I want to also encourage you guys to send in any questions or comments for my new Wednesday night show. And I'll answer and respond to any comments you guys want to leave down there in the comment section. Actually, the question tonight is going to be, what did you think of Raw? I want to know what you guys think, because maybe I'm just being a little too harsh on Raw. Maybe I have a bias towards SmackDown and I'm being too harsh on Raw. What did you think of Raw? Tell me down there. Let me know. I want to know what you guys thought. Don't forget, if you haven't done so, subscribe over there. And rate and comment, rate and comment, rate and comment.